We back with it. Another exciting new episode. All right. And we going to talk about something very special today. Very special, something that has actually been one of my biggest downfalls in my life. At least when I got aware of it, it was like, oh, damn. If I change this one thing, then I'll be able to change other certain things and aspects of my life. Before we get into it, though, all right, I have awesome mentors that are by my side helping me grow my YouTube channel, right? And if you are interested in growing your YouTube channel more effectively, click that link in the description, all right? Without further ado, we're going to talk about getting thicker skin emotionally from life. How to do it, right? How to get thicker skin emotionally from life. And oh my gosh, when I tell you, like, this used to be one of my biggest, if I master this early on in life, I feel like I definitely would have been a little bit further than I am right now, right? At least emotionally, I had to learn everything, and we have to learn everything in the ways that we have to learn it, okay? You can't force nothing. You gotta go on your journey, man. Everybody has different progress levels, okay? Like I'm saying, though, thicker skin emotionally, me, boy, the homies used to hate me. Man. You know, like, not hate. I guess hate's a strong word, not hate. They used to think that was my only downfall. It's like, dude, why are you taking things so personal? Why, that's basically what it would come down to, though. Just taking things personal. And then not communicating well enough with the homies. This may be like 6 years ago. But then, like, on my journey, on my progress, everything changed, man. Like, my perception, my paradigms, all of that changed. Because I knew I was, like, emotional. And there's nothing wrong with that. If you're a man and you're emotional, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just how you channel that energy, okay? You got to do things to channel that energy other than using your mouth sometimes. And it's like, okay, so, and when I mean channel that energy, in the moment, you're going to want to use your mouth, you know? That's why, personally, I do deep breathing, right? Wim Hof breathing is important, right? If you don't know Wim Hof, he's the Iceman, right? This man is put his body through some brutal conditions, right? I mean, freezing cold temperatures where he's polar bear swimming, where he's plunged in an ice bath for hours on end, but he's fine. You know, his body temperature is fine. He's mentally fine. And that's because he does breath work. And he's been doing this for 30 years. But I'm just saying, like, it takes about that long, you know, to really just to get into that groove, to feel it. And one thing that I've known from training myself, my mind, is that it takes time for sure, but it's knowing yourself, right? Knowing yourself on a deep level. I mean, a conscious level where you aren't going unconscious. I had a habit when, and I still sort of have the habit, but when when my mom used to correct me, I would be like in a mood like this, like I would get quiet and I would just start looking around and just get quiet. And then she'd be like, what's wrong with you? And it's just such a, like, I don't know. The way she said it, of course, was just like interesting, but it's also just like how you respond. And I just would be like, nothing. And then she would assume I had an attitude, which, I mean, deep down inside, I did. But, like, that was me trying to not show I had an attitude. So it's like, me trying to go back and be like, oh, okay, mom, no worries, ha ha ha, everything's fine. It's me trying to process what just happened. And then it was literally her trying to get me to say something, and then it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. But I become conscious of it, right? Another thing is embarrassment, guys. I talk about this in every single one of my videos, man. If you're not comfortable with embarrassment, oof, man. And there's two types of embarrassment that I want to break down. There's intentional embarrassment, right? And unintentional embarrassment. You gotta be skilled. Your skills have to be sharp at both of them. Tools have to be sharp with both of them. If they're not, sharpen them up. This is how you're gonna do it right here. Listen up, okay? Let me break down intentional embarrassment. That's what we've been talking about for the last 5-6 videos. Intentionally embarrassing yourself, right? To gain confidence, right? Some of us are scared to get out of our shell. So in order to get out of our shell, you have to embarrass yourself. It sounds such a paradox. I know it sounds crazy, but it works. It works, right? Just like somebody unintentionally embarrassing you, right? Let me see if I got that right. Right? That's the bullying, right? That's the like, they're not aware that they're doing it, but they know that they're doing it. Does that make sense? Like, it's a pattern of their own. So like, it's just like a habit they have. So they just do it. That's like, example, comedians, they form this habit of deflecting the bullies. That's why they're comics, right? Because they got so good at deflecting the bullshit, right? And turning it back on them. It became funny around them. So guess what now? Now, they're not embarrassed anymore. They're confident. Now they can what? Crack jokes on you. Same scenario, same stuff, right? But this is doing it to yourself, so that way, if the bully, right, happens to start hitting you with stuff, you can get more good at being like, oh man, shaking it off. Whatever that looks like, it could be anything, but shaking it off. Whether you ignore it, right? Whether you be like, that was a good one, man, shit, right? You laugh at yourself. You have so many options. Whether you dog on him, be like, hey, look at this, boom. You know what I mean? The ones I chose to do, personally, I would ignore it, right? I would ignore it and just be like, oh, hey, I hope you have a good day, man. You take care. Like, I would try to sound as not sarcastic as possible. Like, sales. Somebody would be like, I'm trying to sell, right? I'm doing my pitch. And they'd be like, oh, no, thank you. I'm good. And like, this is where I learned it from. I'd be like, oh no, man, it's for good people. Come on. You see how I reverse that? It's like things that it's just, you just gotta think, man. You just gotta really use your brain, but repetition is also key. You gotta do it all the time. I spent 3 years in sales, man, like direct sales in front of people, talking to many people every single day, hundreds of people, at least 500 people a day. Talking to them. I mean, 3 years, I got my reps in, right? My reps some of them looked intense. I've had people come up into my face and be like, we want to start fights and stuff. And I'm just really trying to work on how I can, and that teaches you. So you got to keep in mind, if you're on this journey of trying to embarrass yourself, you might offend some other people. They might take it personal. But that's because they don't know what you know. So if they take it personally, you can't take it personal for sure. Now it's definitely time to be like, no, you're good, man. Like, calm voice, calm demeanor. Like, I think you gotta be like, I think you just took this completely wrong. This is what I meant. I think you took it this way and I meant it this way. And you gotta use your mind, you gotta use your words. And you got to channel that emotion, because I know, look, when I get pissed, there's a couple things that I do, right? Sometimes I go quiet, right? Other times I just, I could like, especially if I'm in an altercation, there's like a few slight seconds where you feel, right? Where you feel like your blood boiling, like you can feel it. That's the anger emotion, right? Because energy and motion, right? Emotion, that's that going through your body, and you're like, ooh, when you get hot, ooh, that's it right there. That's it right there. And that moment right there is when you really have to think and be like, okay, I got to channel this that I'm feeling into something that's gonna help me out, be productive. If I don't do that, I know I'm a blow up, because it happens every time. What are we? Creatures of habit, creatures of patterns. So, excuse me. I need some tissue. Anyways, another thing is repetition. It's repetition. And it's not repetition like, I'm going to do it one day, and I'm going to skip a day and do it the next day. I'm going to skip a day and do it the next. No, it's every single day. Literally every single day. And then it's just being comfortable with embarrassment. Once you're comfortable with embarrassment, you'll gain your confidence that much quicker. It took me a while. I didn't learn this stuff until sorry, people keep calling me. I need to have my phone on Do Not Disturb. Yeah. But anyways, I didn't get comfortable with embarrassment till, man, it's probably been like 2 years, 3 years, fully. And I mean, even now, I still have those moments where I'm like, oof, I slip, right? And I'm like, oh, damn, what do I do? And I have like a brain fart, and I'm like, you take a deep breath, right? And you center yourself, and then you just think for a second. Don't just react to situations. Respond to them intelligently, okay? And with embarrassment, when you intentionally embarrass yourself, okay, there's an emotional side that gets released. That confidence is more of a, oh wow, like, I made these people laugh. If I can get good at embarrassing myself, then I can get attention. It's not a good way to get attention, but it's a good way for you to channel the energy of getting the attention and to be confident in yourself. So that way you can talk to anybody you want to. That girl that you've been peeping at, right? Talk to her. You've already embarrassed yourself in front of everybody else. Talk to her. I mean, what's the worst thing? You embarrass yourself? Oh, well, guess what? Next. I'm gonna laugh about the shit. I'll embarrass myself in front of you. If you're not gonna laugh about it, then I know you're a tight ass. And I know my energy is not gonna like you. So thank you for showing me that. Next. There's billions of people on this planet, man. Just because that one in high school or middle school, or even afterwards, doesn't work out, doesn't mean you will never have love or never find love. Okay? I know this generation's like, oh, I see a female. Ha ha ha, I'm gonna get that. Oh, I see another female. I'm gonna get that. Oh, another one? Oh, wow, another one. Oh, plethora. To each his own, man. More to you, I guess, you know? But me, I settled down. I'm married. You feel me? I'm 26 and I'm married. That's what it is. So that's just the path I chose. Because I looked up to my grandparents, right? Like they had a 50 years. 50 years. Whoo! I've only been married for like a year. I've been with this woman for almost 3 years. What? We're rookies. We're rookies. Anyways, I'm done talking today. I'm done talking. I think that was an awesome episode. My apologies for the interruptions, but like I said, I don't edit my videos. This is genuine. This is 100% me, authentic. No edits, no filters. Okay? Last but not least, if you guys want to learn how to grow your YouTube channel like I'm doing with these awesome videos that I am creating for you guys, go ahead and click that link in the description. I got awesome mentors that would love to help you out, okay? It's your boy Malachi, and I will see you tomorrow. I'm going to the gym. Peace.